These are my thoughts this morning. Um, it's June, I don't know, 8th or so. I'm not even sure, 2018. But I was talking to my brother last night, Brent, and I really have uh, some things that have helped me uh, deal with my anxiety and stress. Um, Meditation has helped tremendously to help me see things in a different way. Our all that we have, and I, my problem haven't really, we all have problems in life, and we all have people that we deal with that are problems and or we perceive as problems. And the difference between me now and me years ago is that I recognize when I'm reacting poorly to basically the same problems I've always reacted to, and most of it comes from like just the way we look at things, uh, and I recognize that it's all within me. When somebody, um, I don't point a finger out at them and say, oh, this person's messed up and this person did this and this person is causing me to be unhappy, because I've learned that that's impossible. Um, it's impossible for someone else to make you unhappy. I know that's a hard thing for people to grasp, but it's the truth. It's my truth. Um, for instance, yesterday, uh, I got the dog. We have this dog. He drives me nuts, and dog another dog got in the yard. They dig up. They keep digging under the fence, and I got really upset about it because I didn't want the dog. I didn't want this dog, and the kids wanted it, and I have to deal with it and all this. But the problem is like, okay, I reacted poorly. I got everybody upset, in the house and raised hell about it, and then I stopped because in the past that's the way I reacted to things. When that's happening to me, that is it, I'm in and I stop it, and I say, you know this is not something that I'm not going to change that situation by getting upset about it. I just suffer over it. And um, that's helped me. It's helped me a lot to sit back and look at any situation that comes up now, whether it be driving in traffic, whether it be somebody at work, whether it be something at home, whatever it is. Action makes the situation is still the same. Um, the person upset me or the dog or whatever it is. The situation is still the same, but my suffering over it is in my control. So I don't know. It's Tracy and I have had deep talks about it, and meditation helps me to look at those situations for what they really are. And it's an opportunity now. It's not something that, oh my God, this happened to me. I look at it as an opportunity for me to grow spiritually and to open my mind and consciousness to go to a higher level of consciousness. And that may not make sense to a lot of people. It makes sense to, but uh, may not make sense to some people. But when you really stop and look at what is upsetting you, and why it's upsetting you, and know that uh, no one else can take away your happiness unless you let them. And uh, that's your perception about what that is. For instance, I once got upset because I didn't get invited to a party that I didn't even want to go to. I mean, I think we go through our lives being so used to being upset about things and reacting the same way that we just get into the habit. It's just a bad habit to get into. Uh, and that's like anything else. You have to break that habit. And Mr. Einstein said the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. So I take that to heart, and I really look at things now, and I perceive them differently, and that's growing, and that to me is not something that I have to prove to somebody else, or it's just all I do now is tell people what has helped me, and that has helped me tremendously to really be honest with myself and find out where the source of my unhappiness is coming from, and it's me. It's all inside of me, and that's a hard thing for people to grasp sometimes, because they want to point fingers outward at somebody else. But that's your perception, and if you feel like that's correct, then you keep doing it. And I talk to people all the time who are still upset over stuff that happened 10 years ago or 5 years ago, or uh, you know instead of using those experiences as growing, uh, something that can help you grow, to help you reach a house, we use those experiences to hold on to, uh, and to still suffer over. So all our suffering comes from us, and again, that's a hard thing for people to grasp. But once you really start to be honest with yourself and look at it, you'll understand that it's easy fix, but it's also a difficult thing to do to practice. But um, it helps me. That's it. Okay, what do we do now?